Good morning, Pulsicans and Hexicans unite. How are you guys doing today? It's the DeFi Crypto Alliance show where we are doing our best to bridge the gap between our fellow entrepreneurial friends, our crypto community guys, and we're using crypto as a wealth creation tool, using real estate, business and mergers, using oil and gas as a wealth preservation, all while not paying those three-letter agencies. And the crypto community that we love the most is the Pulse Chain community. I love this pendant. I need to get the Hex one. This one here has the PulseX and Pulse, obviously, on the one side. It's really cool. And yeah, guys, we talked about it yesterday. We did a show saying, hey, don't listen to the YouTubers with millions of followers. They are clickbaiting you and getting you wrecked. And they're just dumb. And the YouTuber with 2,000 followers will tell you the truth that the market cycle is not over. And that yesterday was just a shakeout. We obviously see that now on the price chart. A lot of things are going up today. Now, I know it's the short term, and we'll see if it follows through. But with the full moon and us being 6 days away from inauguration, you know, it's very disingenuous for those YouTubers with millions of followers to be shilling you that garbage, saying that the cycle's over and they just want you to capitulate so they can buy your bags, right? And that is what I wanted to talk a little about today, guys, is make sure that you're being careful on the things that you're dwelling about, the things that you're thinking about throughout your day, because our thoughts create our emotions. Our emotions are what create the actual activities in our daily lives that actually creates what we do as far as the follow through. Our emotions, man, are very powerful, and so that all starts with your thoughts. And so you need to be very careful about what you dwell on all day, because if you dwell on, like, for example, yesterday, right, if you were dwelling on all day, oh my god, is the cycle over, is the guy with 1 million YouTube followers right, you would have eventually come to a place where you maybe not, but a lot of people would come to a place where maybe they capitulate, they get scared, and they end up harming themselves because they didn't have the capability of controlling their thoughts. Thoughts are super powerful, man. They attract through nature by the shortest, more convenient route their physical counterparts. Okay. And that's done through, the actions that we take from the emotion. So thoughts create the emotion creates the action, and the action obviously creates the physical counterpart of the thought. So be very careful what you dwell on. And this is not only in crypto, right? This is everything in life. Like, if you want to be better in shape in life and you want to focus on health, well, then surround yourself with an environment that is going to have you thinking about it all day, seeing it all day. Eventually those thoughts are going to turn into emotion where you're going to have a desire, that desire emotion, and that desire emotion is going to create action, and that action is going to create a healthier you. Right. And this is the same in crypto. So be careful of the thoughts that we dwell on. We don't want to, sit in toxic land all day, Twitter, aka Twitter, right? And watch all the guys, who are self-sabotaging themselves, because subconsciously they have mommy and daddy problems and they were never conditioned for wealth. And we don't want to sit in their cesspool, right? We got to be careful of the thoughts, block those guys or mute those guys at least. You can also have the section in Twitter where it's like whoever you follow, you only see their content. And I love that. And make sure you're telling the algorithm also, and I've mentioned this a few times in the last couple of weeks, you tell the Twitter algorithm what you want to view that's not on your follow you're following, right? For example, like Twitter shows me a bunch of like health stuff and bodybuilding stuff and peptides and supplements and all that stuff, right? Because it knows that that's what I'm interested in. So, I block all like, you see the next OnlyFans girl pop up. You're like, where the fuck you come from? You block it. And then the algorithm learns like, oh my God, he doesn't want that shit, right? Okay, let's go find someone else who wants that shit. Let's see if he wants this. Sure enough, they'll show me like some kind of super duper supplement. It could be a complete fad or it could be fake or whatever. But I'm gonna click on it and read through it because I'm interested now. I'm like, oh well, what is this? Right. And Twitter's like, oh, okay, he wants to see more of this shit. So it shows it to me. And so that's what you got to be very careful. The environment that we live in makes up who we are as a person. It's also very true. Like the 5 closest people in your life will determine your outcome in life, whatever their outcome in life. There's a saying that the way I can tell by someone's net worth is show me their 5 closest friends. It's very true because then I can just look at those guys and be like, okay, I know what his net worth is because he hangs on these guys and that's his environment. And our environment affects our thoughts. And so our thoughts affect our emotions affect our actions, which translates to the physical counterpart of those initial thoughts. So be careful also of the environment that you're surrounding yourself in. So that way it helps protect those thoughts. Because thoughts are kind of hard to kind of block out, although I feel like I'm getting better at it. No one gets perfect at blocking out like a negative thought. You can only get better at it because sometimes it's just going to pop. We're human. That's right. We're human. So it's just a good, way of thinking through this book. Remember, we're preparing ourselves for wealth creation here, guys. We're preparing the mindset. And I know this topic might be a little bit boring and I get it. But we're preparing ourselves for wealth creation here. And if we're not preparing ourselves, once again, if we're not becoming a millionaire here and here first, well, then you can't become a millionaire here. Maybe you get $1 million in your bank account, but you're going to lose it really, really quick. And it's because you weren't prepared here and here first. And that's very important because remember, money is only an amplifier of the person you already are. So if you're a shitty person and you can't control your thoughts and you had mommy and daddy problems and you self-sabotage yourself and you subconsciously don't like yourself and feel like you're deserving of abundance and all these things, even if you were to get lucky and get yourself 100x on one of these beautiful assets and you got $1 million, you'll end up losing it within a few months anyways. It don't matter. It's like you'll be back to square one when the next market cycle comes around and you'll be in the same place and being toxic on Twitter. And so like, that's just how it goes. And if you condition yourself now and prepare yourself now, then you will be making the right decisions when that money hits your bank account, when you do get the 100x that you've been, painfully waiting for. Not saying you are going to get 100x. It's not financial advice. I don't give any financial advice. I'm a dude on the internet who only speculates on his own money. That's it. But let's start preparing ourselves once again. And our thoughts and environment is very important. Especially the thoughts, environment too, because environment will affect the thoughts, but we got to make sure we control those thoughts because sometimes you can't control the environment. You'll be somewhere, see something. It's like, okay, or hear about something. You got to be able to block that out, push it out, literally change trajectory of the thought process in your mind. And then you can overcome that. And when we can and control the environment is very important. Control your friends, control your family members. I mean, I've known entrepreneurs who have gotten divorces because their spouse did not support them in their entrepreneurial journey or have the growth mindset. Seen that a lot, and at least with your other family members, you can kind of, keep a distance if you want. But, I like to encourage my family members to grow with me. It's more important to go on this journey with me than be left in the dust. But depending on if your family members are acceptance of it or not. And then your friends, that's easy, man. The friends are easy because that's the family that we pick. That's the family that we choose. And so there's even been like crypto guys who I won't be friends with now because they're just too toxic in the head. And there's even some entrepreneurs that are like that. Not very often. Usually they're mentally conditioned now where they're no longer toxic, but it happens once in a while, especially in the beginning of their journey. And I just don't. Those are the family members that you pick, so you get to say, I'm going to be their friend or not. And a lot of times it's a no for me. And you guys should be the same way too. Protect your environment. That way you protect your thoughts. That way you protect your emotions. And that way the actions that come from the emotions are going to set you guys up for success. And I want to make sure you guys are here for this bull run. I want to make sure you guys are here for this generational wealth. I know I feel like I'm the one who's appointed by God to be the one of my family to change the trajectory, to break the chains of mediocrity, that curse of 9 to 5, the scam, the 401k scam. All right. And I know you guys feel the same too. And so let's go on this journey together. Yesterday just really got me thinking about thoughts because of just saw everywhere. And it was affecting my thoughts, right? Like halfway through the day, it's like I have to like try to take control of the thoughts going through my head because I recognize that there was some negativity there from the stupid influencers and top of the market call. And this is, left translated cycle. See, told you this time is different. Bullshit. Get the F out of here. Get the F out of here. You got 2 million followers. I get it. And I have 2,000 followers, but I am truth telling and you are being disingenuous trying to buy their bags cheaper. So, but like I said, the good news is we are catching a bid here. It looks like. I hope it follows through. I don't know. We're 6 days away, guys. 6 days away from inauguration. And I showed you guys that chart yesterday where there's always that dip pre-inauguration, which we were kind of going through. And we're 6 days away before the this SEC chairman changes hand too, right? Like that's going to be freaking awesome. All right. And even if Auntie Carol's cookies don't come in like we wanted, and there's still a good chance that the new SEC chairman can throw that thing right out because it was just part of Operation Choke Point 2.0, and that is the main reason why Seaman Guzzler is leaving. So 6 days away from some really bullish momentum taking place. I am super excited about that. Let's check in on the secret chart and see how we are doing over there, because that's what you guys coming here to see is the secret chart. You want to know if we're in the right place at the right time, and voila, we are still there. This is on the weekly. Let's put it on the line chart. Yep, just cruising along this capitulation zone that we were multiple months in from the SEC, stupid FUD, and we're just hovering out in that area. And I think ETH is catching a bid today, going up a little bit, which is cool because we are actually going up a little bit. Pulse is, 4046, up almost 3% of the day. Pulse X is, almost 403, up 3.7%. Inc. Going a little bit more than Pulse X finally. Thank you, please. Can you please gain on Pulse X some? I got a liquidity position that I need to get out of, and I'm tired of you taking your damn time. I would like to get out of the liquidity position before we go full bull. But it's up 4%. So that's cool. It's actually almost the same as Pulse X. Shit. I'm getting happy for nothing. Hex back up to 1.2 cents. Not too bad. eHex, the 2.3 of a penny, whatever, how you want to say that. And SolidX right around that $15 still, which is not, it means they haven't really caught a bid. But guys, we got support here in these levels. All these ranges, man. And that is super powerful. And I think, it's just a matter of time before this thing corrects and freaking goes moonshot. How much time? I have no idea. Maybe Auntie Carol's cookies don't come in the mail. And we have to wait for the new SEC chairman to reanalyze the case and decide whether or not it's going to get thrown out. From my understanding, pretty much everything's going to be analyzed or looked at that is not a criminal or a DOJ case. So a lot of super cool things on the horizon, guys. Don't get fudded out if Auntie Carol's cookies aren't the right decision. I think they will be. That's why she's taking so much time. She baked those cookies perfect. Right? Man, I hope they're sugarless. I don't want any sugar in my cookies. Some of you guys might argue with me on that, but I don't want any sugar. And if they're not the way we like them, we'll see what happens. But I think, man, I do got a good feeling that there'll be at least Hex will have a great shot of getting jurisdiction dismissed. And that might be why we see Hex kind of front running the rest of the course. That could be a very good thought process. That's why Hex did that 7X, why everything else kind of did a 1X. Because maybe Hex already kind of knows that it's not in that jurisdiction. I don't know. I could be wrong. Once again, not financial advice, guys. I just come on here and speak my mind, my thoughts, and go through this stuff. Little housekeeping once again, guys. Randy Harshy's event, no permissions. I'll be out there end of the month. Come say hi. Let's do lunch. Let's hang out. We're going to be talking about onboarding. We're also going to be talking about the DeFi Wealth Trust. It's going to be awesome. And then Pulse 369 tour will be out there in March in Vegas. So it'll be super cool to hang out with you guys out in Vegas. Although I don't drink, but I'll go out and hang out with you guys while you're drinking. It's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. But it'd be cool to hang out with you guys. And we're sponsoring. We're the second biggest sponsor of the event. And that would be a lot of fun too. So super excited, a lot of cool stuff coming on, guys. This is 2025. This is the year of wealth. All right. Doesn't mean the year of health last year doesn't carry over. It's just that now those all should be habits, right? Those are all habits that we've ingrained, and we don't have to continue thinking about doing them because now they're just habits. So what up, Red Squirrel? Oi. How you doing, brother man? What's the good word, man? Hope you're feeling good today. I excited for Tetra to launch. Should see that coming to fruition hopefully in February, if I'm not mistaken. And I am super stoked for that. I still hold a good size position over there. Yeah, I'm not a whale, but the next one, the shark. So I am excited for it. D-Nice, what up, man? How we doing? How we doing, bro, man? You out there working, man? Putting your value in so you can 10x your portfolio. It's the way to do it, man. CryptoCat46, cookies from the judge students we're waiting for, man. Those cookies are behind because the mail sucks during the holiday season. And then for New Year's, everyone's just off partying, probably including Judge Auntie Carol. She was probably wasted when the midnight hit in New York. I don't know. Don't go telling her that and get my YouTube shut down. She'll report a complaint against me. No, I don't know. But yeah, we're waiting. We're waiting. I think they're going to be in any day now. Some people say that in 6 days, that's the deadline. I think that's funny. The same time inauguration is. I don't know if that's the case. I think she could probably take more time if she needs it. I don't know what the law is on that. And that'd be a good question for Nuclear Herbs. Is there an actual real deadline? I don't think there is. I really don't. But they give you an estimate, 60 to 90 days. But once again, remember, if they would have been an easy clear case jurisdiction for the SEC, we'd have known about it like 2 weeks to a month afterwards. It'd have been so easy. There's a template they have on ready to go, where literally just plug the names in and they send it out. Okay, SEC could completes continue on your way. You're good to go, and that's all it is. The extra thought process going into this, and I know Nuclear Herbs is talking about this a lot now, is that if she is writing something up, she wants to make sure that it's ironclad and that if it was appealed, that it would hold up. Right, because it's she's got her reputation on the line, her her career, and she wants to make sure it's good. And so that's the way I see it, and we'll see what happens when those cookies come in. I'm excited for it, man. Is God well dead? His stakes are bleeding out. No, it's not dead, man. Just certain entities don't care about that shit. Certain market makers don't care about that shit. And sometimes they're trying to send a message. Watch enough of my show, you'll know who I think Godwell is. Matty B, I couldn't imagine selling now after that brutal bear market. Let the cycle play out. Dude, and we're up still. Like, really? Like, why would you sell now? Like, we're still up. I mean, Hex is probably still up, what, a 4X or 3X from the low, right? And yeah, I mean, why? I mean, we're not, it's not that bad. It's just part of the pullback. Go look at AVAX. Go look at Phantom now, aka Sonic, or some of these other ecosystems or coins. They're all down like 70 to 90%. It's not just us. It just so happens that we had the Interpool FUD that went along with it and made the chart correct. That's all it was. That old the old saying, they say that a good TA guy, you don't need to give him the news. He just needs a chart and he'll predict the news for you. Like, so whatever, how it goes. It's actually, there's a lot of truth to that. So Pulse Chain, Insane Game, what up? Hello, my friends. I'm so bullish. Let's go. Me too, man. I am also good, sir. This is the year of wealth, man. 2025. It's going to be a banger, man. Corey preaching today. We need to hear this stuff. Yeah, man. It's just, a lot of times I just talk about what, I reinforce in my own life, right? So like I was thinking some of these things through yesterday, as also the stupid FUD is going in my head, right? Like, it's like, oh, I got to control the thoughts, right? And so it's like, oh, you know what? Let's I'm not the only one who has this problem. I'm a human. Like, all you guys are humans. We all got this freaking problem, man. We just got to get good at, like, solving these problems. That's all it is. Putting your reps in. I use affirmations to change my thoughts. Yeah, affirmations are great, man. I just got to interrupt that pattern over and over again. I do affirmations in the morning, first thing. Have like, 20 of them written out that are all based around wealth and even some of them health. There's also D Nice. There's some really cool YouTube. Let me see if I can find it real quick for you guys that you could play in your sleep. There are videos that you could play in your sleep. And the funny thing is YouTube will only show it to me when I'm getting ready to go to sleep. But they have the affirmations built in. Okay, here we go. Something like this. He says right here, I am rich. Listen to this every night. This one's only an hour and 40 minutes, but if you search around on here, you'll find one that are 8 hours long, and you just put them on like where you can barely hear it at night, right? Like, don't like wake your family members up. I got my 3.5-year-old sleeps in the same room with us, and I don't want to wake her up. And so, but I put it right next to my bed where I could barely hear it. And it has all these, wealth related affirmations. And you can find ones that, go for 8 hours. And it's just reprogramming the subconscious there, where the affirmations in the morning, you're help programming the conscious mind, the thoughts that go into the conscious mind. But this is a good way to kind of get under the conscious mind to the subconscious and start some programming there. So I've been listening to those every night for probably about a year now on YouTube. I used to have other little hacks that I used to do, and yeah, I like this one. It's been good. It's been good. But 5-minute chart, I think crypto pumps late this week. Then we get sell the news next week, depending on how we pump, man. I guess if it pumps hard enough, sure. I mean, there's always sell the news. But I mean, and maybe that's like, I also feel like, yeah, it kind of what we're seeing is the opposite of sell the news, right? Like it's market makers pushing the price down so they can get, everyone else's Bitcoin, everyone else's Ethereum, kind of scoop it up. And of course, all the other ecosystems out there follow suit. Yeah, who knows? Maybe you see a bit of a sell the news after inauguration. It's very, very possible. Hex Monkey, what is going on, man? What's the good word over there? Folks are attaching too many hopes on this one. Upcoming court decision dismiss or it's not. Yeah, I agree, man. But I mean, it's just everyone plays off emotions. Why? Remember what happened? RH wins in the end. I believe so. That's what I was saying, man. If the cookies come in and they're not very tasty, that's fine. We have a lot other things on the horizon, the roadmap that are very bullish outcomes, right? Once again, The next one's like right around the corner. It's freaking 6 days away, man. This is freaking massive. You have a brand new SEC chairman. Like, the whole point of Seaman Demon is that why he's gone is because the mess he created with RH. Not just RH, but all the different, lawsuits, right? RH just got rolled up in that bullshit, right? Operation Choke Point 2.0. But that whole mess was created, and that's why he's gone. So think that through. The new SEC guy is going to sit down with a very friendly regulation, very friendly, crypto. Like he wants to be a friend of the space. And I mean, the only thing that they're not going to look at is the DOJ stuff. We're not DOJ stuff. We're not criminal. I mean, try telling that the Cardano guy, but we're not criminal, right? And so I think that's your other. And then even if it goes to trial, which it wouldn't go, it'd go to summary judgment is what Nuclear Herbs would tell me, and that'd be taken care of within 2 or 3 months and it'd pretty much be done. So there's your worst case scenario. And Nuclear Herbs said multiple times, man, he was, I don't see any way how this can turn out positive for the SEC. I don't know, man. I'm good. February 24th. Oh, shit. Tetra's launching. Let's go. Let's go, man. Something to do with my coins. All my coins that I've been holding forever. Let's go. But a dismissal would be fantastic and help boost price. Sure. I'm just worried about a big dump if folks misinterpret a non-dismissal as a guilty verdict. Of course, man. But then it dumps back down to the levels we were at before, I guess. Maybe that's worst case scenario. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see us making new or lower lows. So that's just my opinion. Once again, I can be wrong, man. I don't know. Maybe we go to zero. Godwell is Brizology. Duh. God, he sucks at staking. We've been saying this on this show forever. This proves my point. If he's Godwell, he sucks at staking. Briz, are you in the audience? Ruth, one of the biggest wallet holders is Roger Ver. Wallet holders of what? Not a Pulse chain, is he? Yeah, he hates us. Bitcoin, yeah, the guy's a freaking OG. I mean, yeah, the little more clarifying on that. What up, Duke of Booze? Cheers. Everyone, cheers you with my soda water. Non-flavored soda water, because you don't know what's in those artificial flavorings that says natural flavorings. Be careful of that, guys, when it says natural flavorings here and it doesn't tell you what is natural about it. I call BS. So, yeah, cheers to you, Duke of Booze. It's a beautiful morning. Actually, afternoon in Puerto Rico. Still trying to got to get out of AZ time, man. Got to get out of there. There he is. There's the ink, Maxi, in the flesh right there. I've always said he sucks at staking. He doesn't like market cycles, and he likes his stakes to bleed out. It's too good. The 5-minute chart, your fear is warranted. The charts will be decimated if no charges are dismissed. Yeah. There's people holding on for that trade, man. We go sideways, a partial dismissal. I don't know, man. I think partial dismissal meaning they let Hex go. I think Hex goes and does another freaking 5, 6, 7x against Pulse. I could be wrong. About that. But nah, man, there's too many guys who love Hex. The OGs, the guys who, man, dude, Hex gets dismissed out of this from jurisdiction. It's freaking mooning. I think. I don't know, man. What do I know? No, maybe we all go to zero. That's all I know. We could go to zero. Here he is. I like staking because I do it. You hate staking because you don't. No, I do. I got market cycle stakes, man. I do have market cycle stakes. I just don't go huge on my staking like you do. I have the bulk of my Hex in a monthly rolling stake for this cycle, but I have market cycle stakes. My daughter's got 15-year stakes, both my daughters. Both my daughters got 15-year stakes. I even got some 15-year stakes when I was a pleb, when I was a noob. I created some 15-year stakes. You're going to be so pissed. But, you know, I got market cycle stakes, man. I got stuff coming out next market cycle and the next cycle after that. And so, but I do have the bulk of my hex for this cycle because I am creating wealth like beyond mine and my family's wildest dreams this cycle. And I am locking in that generational wealth for me and my family. That's what I'm doing this cycle. And I'll still be participating in crypto, but I'll also be participating in real estate. I'll be participating in oil and gas. We're going to be doing some business and merger stuff. We're going to be some roll-ups. We have some really cool guys in our community there that are just freaking crushing the game doing roll-ups. One of my mentors, he rolled up a bunch of sober living facilities and went and sold it for $115 million. I was like, holy crap, $115 million. Can you imagine getting a check one day for $115 million from doing a bunch of work for, for maybe 2 or 3 years? It's like crypto gains, like even beyond. Like, I mean, you have to have $115 million of liquidity, but to cash out, which is hard, maybe after like a period of time. I know guys out here in Puerto Rico that are up at that level, but they haven't cashed all their chips off the table yet. And but man, that's amazing. So me and Dane want to do something like that this cycle. After we're kind of like, risking off in the crypto game for the time being. And then who knows, maybe we'll create a few businesses, rolling them up. Well, not create, but buy a few businesses, roll them up, sell them, and then bring that money back into crypto on the bottom. That would be freaking sick. All tax free or tax deferred. Tax free if you're in Puerto Rico, tax deferred. If I'm back in Arizona, I don't know if I will be. We are going to China this year, that's for sure. And then we're coming back, and then we're going to play it by ear because I've put in my time out here in Puerto Rico, and I don't know what we're going to do. If we're going to stay here, move back to Arizona, make that home base. We'll see. Feel it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. How is Dayton? Tell him, miss him. I will, man. No, I was on with a meeting with him right before this. And if you guys are out in the Vegas Pulse 369 event, Dane will be there for that. So it'll be me, Dane, and Chris, who is our tax strategist. Excuse me, guys. Chris, our tax strategist, who can answer all the hard questions that you guys will have that we cannot answer because we're peanut brains about the taxes in the monies that, how that works, being tax deferred, not tax. You don't get rid of the taxes, but it's powerful, right? Because as your money's working for you, it's growing all tax free. It's growing tax free, and then you pay the taxes when you do what's called self-enriching. But he'll be out of that event with us, and so that'd be a lot of fun. And then maybe I could convince him to come back on Open Mic Friday. That was always his favorite show to do, was the Open Mic Friday. He just doesn't like coming on and ranting, on these ones, where it's just him or me or both of us. But Open Mic Friday is a lot of fun because you got like 5, 6, 7 of us all just kind of masterminding around. And that's how I feel like this is. The show is like a big giant mastermind for me, where I get to kind of like connect in with the crypto community, which is hard to do, right? Like, that's where I go into events all the time and connecting. This is the only way you can really connect. And I don't do a lot of content on Twitter. Like, I'll post every occasional something there, but like, there's just, I don't want to engage on there too much because it's just, the toxicity. So this is my playground. YouTube, you guys, mastermind with you guys, think some things through, and now you do it via the chat here, which is freaking awesome. So speaking of that, we have 200 of you guys watching. If you're watching on Twitter, give me a retweet. Be really cool if you came over and click the like, smash that bell notification. That way we could keep bringing you good content. We could keep bringing you the value of wealth creation via cryptocurrency and wealth preservation through real estate and other real world assets, all while not paying those stupid 3-letter agencies, because F those guys. They didn't invest with you. They didn't take the risk with you. They're not partner with you. So I'm not partnering with them, man. I've got to pay those guys $42K next month from freaking the beginning of 2023, man. That's been hovering over me forever. I get that shit done, man. I got to get it over with. It's painful. It is painful paying those guys. And then 39 of you guys over watching on YouTube, make sure that you also smash the like, hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed. I see that about 50% of you guys that watch the show aren't subscribed to the show, which is crazy. Come on, man. Just smash the button for me, help the algorithm, and that way we can keep bringing the good content. But guys, I'm going to get out of here. Once again, remember, if you want to 10x your portfolio while we're in these bottom levels, I don't want to call it bear market anymore because we're kind of past that. But we're all in bottom levels. It's a bear across all the assets. Go look at some of these assets. They're all wrecked between 70 and 90%. But if you want to accumulate and 10x your portfolio during these pullbacks, well, then 10x the value you bring your community, 10x the value you bring your fellow man, your fellow woman, make more money, right? That's how you make more money. And then bring it in and then put it in crypto and leverage crypto and 100x your freaking life. 100x your freaking life. Get escape velocity, break the chains, the curse of mediocrity, not only for you, but your family lineage, man. It is your duty to do so. That is my belief. It's my duty to do so, and that's what I'm doing out here. And so hopefully I could be kind of a guiding light with some of this stuff. Not everything I'm going to do is perfect, obviously. Alti, that sucked. But we're going to do our best to navigate these treacherous waters, aka crypto. And I love every single one of you. You guys make the show, not me. I'm just here as a coordinator. I'm just the guy on the train. And you guys are the ones who make the trade. So, guys, I will see you mañana. I'm going to go grab a lunch now. God, this lunch here. I got to get this morning, freaking afternoon thing back in sync since I came back from AZ. But I only got 20 minutes for my next meeting. So I'm going to go grab a lunch. I'm going to grab a bite to eat, something healthy, hopefully. And hopefully it's going to be. Just got to figure out what it's going to be. But, guys, see you mañana. Peace. I love every single one of you. Bye. Even Brizology. I even love that guy. Jeez.